You hire a new salesperson. You're excited. We're growing. We need more salespeople. Awesome. How long do you train salespeople for? No, like, what's a typical sales training cycle? 2 weeks, okay, great. So you train it for 2 weeks, then maybe they go on some ride-alongs for a week or two, something like that, and then finally, maybe it's 3-4 weeks into it, you give them their own leads. They go out and they start trying to sell. And let's say that your companies, like most companies, your typical closing ratio, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30%, 35%, who knows? Is everybody comfortable with this conversation so far? Took you a month to train this person, your typical person closes 30%. Well, after the first week, this new salesperson comes back, they are now selling at a rate of 5%. What do you do? More training, great. 2 more weeks have gone by. Now they're still closing at 5%. Now what do you do? Replace. If you hired and trained a salesperson, there's in logic, there's something called the sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy says if I put a bunch of money into it, the tendency is to want to stick with it because I've already spent all this money on it. But in sales, you hire somebody, you train them for 2, 3, 4 weeks, they close at 5%, you give them 2 more weeks, they close at 5%, you give them 2 more weeks, they close at 5%. You got to start looking at it eventually. You go, every 10 leads I hand this person, I'm losing tens of thousands of dollars. So you fire them. And then you go out and you build a website and it costs you $20,000. And unbeknownst to you, even though it looks pretty, it sucks. You're like, well, we'll just stick with it. Why? It's so easy to understand. Fire the guy who stinks at sales. It's a lot harder to understand. Fire the website that is awful.